Theory behind this, the U.S. Department of Energy estimates that 20 to 50% of industrial energy input is lost. We can improve this by either improving the equipment efficiency, by getting rid of leaks or whatever, or use waste heat recovery technology, which is very popular today. Waste heat arises from equipment inefficiencies. We don't live in a perfect world. The equipment, it has heat loss. Thermodynamic limitations. We have, for example, we have to melt metal. You have to keep the temperature inside the furnace higher than the melting temperature of the metal itself, so, or else you will violate the second law of thermodynamics. Waste heat recovery reduces operating costs, beneficial for the long term. It might not be so beneficial for short term just because of the capital cost or the initial cost of the technology. Some of you might be familiar with the Rankine cycle with the generation. We see that the heat that comes out of the turbine is actually added to the liquid after the pump, which raises the temperature from 0.2 to 3, which in the result the boiler has to put less heat into the fluid itself to go into the turbine. Some sources. We have the combustion exhaust, from engines, whatever, your exhaust is usually pretty hot. Process, off gases, cooling water from furnaces, air compressors, internal combustion engines, conductive, convective, and radiant losses. We've got some recovery technology. We have the regenerator, the recuperator, the economizer, the waste heat boiler, thermoelectric generator. You've seen the regenerator in the Rankine cycle. You can use the heat to heat up some other kind of fluid for another system, different things like that. Uses for this, we have combustion air preheating coming off your engine. You can heat the air that is about to go into the engine. It'll change the efficiencies of different processes. We have the boiler feed water preheating. Just like the Rankine cycle with the regenerator, it preheats the water before it gets into the boiler. That way the boiler doesn't have to put as much energy in. Low preheating, power generation. A lot of industries, they use this today. They use the heat that comes off of the system they're using, or whatever the heat is coming from, to heat up other fluids or whatever, and it'll go through a turbine and it'll create work which you can hook up to a generator, and that will create electricity. We have steam generation, what I just said, power generation, mechanical power, process steam, space heating. Actually, on campus here we have a cogenerator, and what it does is it's a turbine that turns a generator, which creates electricity. And then we capture all the heat from the turbine for heating and cooling of the campus, and then water preheating. This is an example of the efficiency change of an engine with and without the heat recovery. You see on the left side, the shaft power is only 49.3, overall efficiency is 49.3. And then on the right side, we have the overall efficiency of 54.9. So we have a gain of about 5% efficiency, which, like I said earlier, over a long period of time, this might be very beneficial. It captured the heat from exhaust gas, scavenged air, cooling water, and the jacket water. Our advantage, obviously, we have an efficiency gain, and it also reduces pollution. You don't have to burn as much fuel to get whatever you need. Some disadvantages to this, capital costs may outweigh the benefit. The heat coming off of many systems isn't the highest quality, so you might have to use a very expensive heat exchanger just to get the heat from it to make it do something, and a large heat exchanger because there might not be so much heat. Any questions?
Is about 5% gain pretty common, like throughout, or what's generally the high end of percent efficiency gain?
Well, I know the cogenerator on campus is So it ranges, like the estimate at the very beginning, it was 20 to 50% loss, heat loss, but they can't make an exact number.